ist mit blau nicht blue.
Entendi uma mudança dentro, não.
Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas floor. Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas floor. Kæsten var chef, Tessers tæt på hold, det flinder, og næst blå, ikke bedst på. Just ned tem, du bra hat je ven, et liv det pås, jeg vil slå. Just med blå i blue. Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas floor. Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas Moskva. Kæsten var chef, Tessers tæt på hold, det flinder, og næst blå, ikke bedst på. Just ned tem, du bra hat je ven, et liv det pås, jeg vil slå. Just med blå i blue.
Entendi uma mudança dentro, não.
Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas floor. Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas floor. Kæsten var chef, Tessers tæt på hold, det flinder, og næst blå, ikke bedst på. Just ned tem, du bra hat je ven, et liv det pås, jeg vil slå. Just med blå i blue. Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas floor. Just tip, which party lily pong, circus floor. In lily close, just love you. Så kontlig, il y a mammas Moskva. Kæsten var chef, Tessers tæt på hold, det flinder, og næst blå, ikke bedst på. Just ned tem, du bra hat je ven, et liv det pås, jeg vil slå. Just med blå i blue.
Entendi 出してんぞの
Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Jesus tæt på hold det kliner næst blå bedst par. Just ned tem du bra hat je ven et liv det pås jeg vil slå. Just med blå mit blod. Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Jesus tæt på hold det kliner næst blå bedst par. Just ned tem du bra hat je ven et liv det pås jeg vil slå. Just med blå mit blod.
40守る出してんぞの
Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Jesus tæt på hold det kliner næst blå bedst par. Just ned tem du bra hat je ven et liv det pås jeg vil slå. Just med blå mit blod. Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your mama's floor. Jesus tæt på hold det kliner næst blå bedst par. Just ned tem du bra hat je ven et liv det pås jeg vil slå. Just med blå mit blod.
40守る出してんぞの
Just tip, reach, party, lily, pong, and shit is strong. In lily close, just slow you. So country, in your Jesus hjälp och håll du klina och näst blå är bäst på. Och just nu kan du bra hade väl i livet på livets glad. Just för glad i blod. Just typ har vi ett par lille barn är cirka strå. I lille plus jag slår ner. Så kontlig i mammas blå. Just typ har vi ett par lille barn är cirka strå. I lille plus jag slår ner. Så kontlig i mammas blå.
Sorry, I was apologizing. I was apologizing for changing the game that we're playing today because I've been feeling a little sick all week and I didn't want to just like cancel stream, but I didn't have it in me to play like a 3-hour-long session of Digimon Survive, so I decided that I would do some web fishing and talk about horror movies, to be honest, and just have a good little time.
Oh, our whole bit earlier was muted then. We're discussing Hell House LLC today.
Which is not a good movie.
But it is my favorite movie.
Yeah. I do like it a lot. I've watched it probably over 30 times.
Yeah, I definitely think I've encroached on about 20. Is Hell House LLC by Stephen Cognetti?
Yes, that's correct. The Cognettis. As you can see, my name in WEBFISHING is the name of the movie. And this is my finished little guy.
I love that hat.
Thank you.
Oh, the cheekbone square is also excellent.
Thank you.
Around one of your little tufts. Yeah, found footage film about a haunted
about
house
clowns,
that is
really.
Haunted. Yeah.
Not directly, but like that movie, if you break it down to its bare essentials, I think that series is a horror movie series about clowns, despite them not really being like directly involved.
Yeah. And these are not clowns that are ghosts.
Clowns as in people?
Nor are they ghosts that are clowns. The
third other thing.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like what's a funny but non-spoilery explanation for it. Yeah, just secret third thing.
The Terrifier remake yet? Are you talking about Terrifier 1, which is a remake of Terrifier in All Hallows Eve? Because I've seen Terrifier 1 and I have seen Terrifier 2, but I've not seen Terrifier 3. They are movies, is my feeling about them. No, my actual feelings about Terrifier 2 is, goddamn, is that movie fucking long. Holy shit.
That's the one that's longer than 2 hours?
Yeah, that's the one where I was telling you about it, and I was like, there were like 8 separate points, like, after like an hour and 30 minutes in, where I was like, I hope this movie is done now, and then it didn't, and that proceeded to happen like 7 more times. Art is... My favorite thing about those movies is Art the Clown, I'm not gonna lie. And not even when he's, like, doing the torture and the murder stuff. The scene in 2 where he's in the like, Halloween shop just being a nuisance, very funny. I'm fishing on this specific pier because I've been trying to get the stoner eyes, which you get from the billboard for catching 5 sea turtles, but they're a very rare spawn.
Oh, I got my first sea turtle the other day.
I have 3 of 5.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I know, I'm so close. I will say, what do you think is the... I mean, I know they go in chronological order. Do you think there is a, like, special watch order to Hell House? Hold on, I want to go gamble, actually.
I do think that it's... You watch the first movie,
Mm-hmm.
and if you like it,
You watched
just kind
the
of
third
grit your
and the
teeth
fourth?
and watch the second and the
Oh,
third
okay.
one, and then you are rewarded for your efforts with
With
the
the
fourth
fourth
movie.
I don't
as
disagree with
terrible
that.
as the second and the second one.
Yeah, you don't want to
I've-
talk bad about the third one.
Well, the third one
You can't say
is-
the funny thing about the third one because it's a major spoiler.
I know the thing about the second and the third movie
Oh no, you're cutting out.
is pacing. The pacing, I think, is where it falls.
Oh, on the third one? Oh, he's dead. Am I dead? Is my internet out?
Short that's going on that you have to watch it anyways.
Can you hear me? Oh, Fig is dead. Cosmic Cryptid, are you still there? Is my stream down? Like, what is happening?
My whole shit almost just crashed.
You can hear us both? Okay, perfect. I could not hear Fig. I could hear him going in and out. I think it was a Discord problem then, since he said his whole shit just crashed.
I don't really know what just happened.
Well, Cosmic Cryptid could
was
hear
weird.
you. I am
Okay.
worried about you with spoilers, but I'm also worried about anyone who might come across this stream or VOD in the future. I can personally tell you later what the funny thing with 3 is. Because 3 is kind of bad. I do agree the pacing is the worst problem with 3, but 3 has really good moments. 3 is much better than 2, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Well, and I think that I don't want to talk too much shit about 2 because it's
Bad?
yes.
It doesn't need our help?
It's the pacing is not great.
Uh-huh.
The visuals are also not great.
Yeah, the TV scenes in that movie are like
It
the worst parts of
has
it.
Some of the more insufferable characters in the series
It's true.
in it.
I think one
with
of our,
no
our biggest
payoff.
issues with 2 is that I guess we've talked about how it's a found footage movie, although I think that's, while still technically the genre, I think the main genre of the Hell House films is actually mockumentary. Oh hey, I caught a sea turtle!
Yo,
Yo,
4-5.
one more. Is that they're mockumentaries, and so a lot of the characters are like reporters or people like investigating this thing that happened.
Mhm.
And the main problem with like really insufferable characters in 2 is that they go towards the end of the film, to be honest, but they go to the place where like all these people died. I'm trying to be vague for spoiler reasons while still talking about the movie in a way that makes sense. And like the reporter lady is so excited and so happy to be there in a way that is very disrespectful of how many people died? Was it 15?
27.
27? Oh my god, that's more than I thought. Where it's like you are acting like you're at Disney World and this is a place where 27 people died. And it's not a good
Bad
look for
luck,
your
Ken.
character, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I will
But
say
that
2
too, like,
has
is
the really
played
good
well.
basements. It is, yes. I think the acting in these are pretty good
Yeah.
overall.
2 did have really good basement scenes.
Uh-huh.
And the one later when they're all upstairs
Mhm.
is good. It's a bit cheese, but it is good. But yes, just the pacing and the main female lead kind of whiffs it, I think.
Sorry, I don't know why your phrasing made me laugh so hard.
But
I'm
I
trying
think the last time we rewatched it, we talked about maybe part of the.
I genuinely don't
Like,
remember
the
the last
camp
time we watched
not
2, because
very
usually
well
it's like,
done.
do you want to rewatch
We just
a
skip
Hell
it.
House movie? It's like, yeah, not 2 though.
We talked about it being intentional in the sense that they're recording it as content for their website
Yes.
and they're not taken very seriously.
Yes.
Like, it's meant to feel a little off base or like a little cringy.
I
But
do
who's to
actually
say if
have
that was
to
intentional?
say a small spoiler for 3, because it's not important to the plot and literally anyway, but I think it's very funny. There is apparently a legitimate psychic in this universe. And nobody ever really addresses
my
it.
man, Brock Davies.
Brock Davies! Oh, so funny.
Davies was in the second movie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you
he's-
find
you know,
his
'cause
shit
that
in the
thing
third
happens.
movie. Yeah. Nodding.
Things happen to the real psychic in this universe.
Things happen to him. That's true.
Yeah, no, Brock Davies, real psychic who talks to real ghosts.
And also everyone
before the
hates him,
movie.
but that's just because he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he kind of sucks. But that, I think, comes with the territory of
Being a real psychic. I agree.
Yeah. He
Um,
also has one of the strangest methods, in my opinion.
I don't actually remember too much about what he does, other than I think bring a Ouija board?
He no, he just the planchette.
Just the planchette.
Just the planchette on the...
You cut out again. Oh. I do remember just the planchette,
and is using that as a Ouija board.
which
They're
is
killing me.
bizarre. They are killing you.
Yeah. Yeah, just lone planchette. The
Well,
world
maybe
is
you
my
don't
Ouija
need
board.
maybe you don't need the board if you're a real psychic in a universe where
It's true.
there are
it's true.
supposedly no other real psychics? Question mark.
Well,
Stephen
I don't-
Cognetti, please give me your email. I have questions. My favorite
I
thing
make a
about
Facebook account just to talk to him.
just I have one. You want to use mine? My favorite thing about like the Hell House series is like, while some of the movies are maybe not the best, even the first one isn't the best. I will say I like the first one a lot. It is one of my favorite horror movies. I think considering it's a low budget indie horror film, found footage film, it could be a lot worse than it is. I like it a lot. I think it's a pretty solid film. It has no jump scares. I forgot where I was going with this. I had a point. Oh, my point with this is that while 2 and 3 are kind of goofy, and 2 especially is like bad, I don't even know if I'd call 3 a bad movie necessarily.
It's just trying to do a lot in not a lot of time or money.
Yes, exactly. Is that they clearly have a story that they've been trying to tell through all of these movies. Like, it's consistent. It's not like the 80s horror boom where it's like, we're gonna make 20 Friday the 13th sequels for no reason and none of them are connected and they all have different writers. I mean, it's all done by like the same people. They have a story. There's like evidence for stuff that happens in the future movies and the past movies. Now, is this a story that needed to be told? I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, is that you're arguing for it?
It's a very important American story about the dangers of
hotels?
opening your own business in a haunted
In New York?
Yes, very relatable to me as an individual.
I see. You had a
I don't
haunted
know. I don't
basement
think that
at
they
where
were
you
doing-
worked, so I
It's
guess
true.
that's fair.
Yeah, I do relate very heavily to trying to make things work in a building that is pre-haunted, and you don't know that until you're already in it.
I think we've discussed.
And those leases, man.
Oh yeah, true. The leases. But did he have a lease in one? Considering
I'm almost positive he did
he
not.
did not. Yeah, I was gonna say,
He had a different kind of lease
Which
that we
is-
can't talk
well,
about because it's spoilers.
yeah. The lease that
It's
is
like-
you are cursed, actually. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's how people say, like, getting a new lease on life, but worse.
A new lease on death, I think, actually.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I do think that talking about the budget is also important when it comes
Yes.
to Hell House LLC because it is a factor to consider, especially when comparing the first 3 to the 4th one after because they made
Well,
they
3
made a
was
deal with Shudder.
no. I was gonna say 3 was also a Shudder movie.
I see.
1 and 2
Well,
were
it's-
not. 3 and 4
Mhm.
were. But that being said, I think they probably got. Oh wait, hold on. Talking about fishing. Comes in and he's like, "This game looks weird." Fishing is just weird, even though he likes to go fish. I mean, I can try to take you to the void. I'll continue talking about Hell House as I try to worm my way into the void. I've never done it on my own, so I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try. I do say that while 3 and 4 were Shudder movies and should be held to a higher standard than that, I do say that 3 still looks much better than 1 and 2, and also the only real moment of like budgetry-ness that I think is very poignant in 3 is at like the very beginning with the big climax. You will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That being said, I still don't think that they got as much money for 3 as they did 4, because although the movies had a cult following, which we were part of at the time, Smiles, I don't think they would have given them as much money as they did for 4, because 3 got a much better reception. All of the movies were on Shudder at that point. I think 4 got the most money, and I do think that that shows.
And yeah, you can really tell. Which is, I'll be honest, is part of the reason why I think 4 feels like the most polished.
It does. I have a lot of questions about 4 from like a narrative standpoint.
Yeah, they did they left us with so many questions and not zero answers, but not as many as I would have liked.
Yeah.
Because we did, I feel, get answers to some of the biggest questions, but then they info dumped so much. You hit V.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have actually not known the shortcut for this.
Yeah, you got it.
Look, Cosmic, I'm in the void now.
Oh.
Now I can fish in the void. Yeah, they answered the most important stuff and then opened even bigger questions about like 3 dudes we've never heard of before. Good, I'm glad I could entertain him with the void. It's very nice, you can fish in here. I'm not catching anything, but I promise there's fish in here. Yeah, you can sometimes get glitch fish in here, they're very cool. You can hear the wind in here also.
Can't believe we get a new movie next year.
I know, I'm very excited. I watched, do you remember which movie it was? They did like a live stream on like YouTube through one of the publishers for hype for the 4th one.
I don't remember. It might have just been the 3rd one.
It might have just been the 3rd one. Well, I watched a live stream with like the publishers that had like a Q&A at the end. There were like 50 people in there, including me, all hype as hell for the new Owl House movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I really can't talk about 3 though, because anything I want to talk about 3 is just about Russell, and I can't. Russell embargo. I guess we can talk about how he kind of is Hannibal Lecter. Not actually, but gave us the vibes of Hannibal Lecter.
It's because he looks at her in a way that I don't feel like anybody except for Hannibal Lecter looks at people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's very,
And for what? I don't think it's a spoiler to say that he's supposed to be the good guy?
Yes.
Objectively?
Yes.
Like, with no arguments?
No arguments.
Why
Zero.
does he look like that?
Well, I have what I think is my answer to that, but I do think it's a spoiler. It has to do with a trope we like a lot, looking you in the eyes.
Oh, I've never thought about it like that.
I have, and I have thought that that is the reasoning, but I don't think that that was intentional.
Could you imagine, though?
I mean, maybe.
The brain on the cognities. I would believe it.
Yeah.
Because
they touch on it just enough that makes me unsure is the thing. They don't go super hard into that aspect, which is also why it's funny to joke about.
Yeah, and I do feel as though even if they hadn't done it on purpose, if they found out about that trope and how people talk about it online, I think that they would appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm getting like no fish in here. What the hell? Is it because I'm using crickets? Do they want me to leave and get not crickets? That might be the problem.
I fish with crickets in the void.
Oh, okay, maybe they just hate me then.
You just gotta be patient.
We've talked about it before. If I were a ghost, I would simply start killing people with my bare hands. I think the closest ghosts in media to doing that are, in fact, the Hell House ghosts. I guess it's a spoiler to say there are ghosts there, maybe? I don't remember if
No,
we've
I
talked
don't think
about
so.
it, but...
I already said that a haunted house in a house
Okay,
that's
that's fair.
haunted.
I think they're the closest next ghosts in any media I've ever seen that will just kill you. Please, Phasmo devs, make a
I mean,
Hell
other than
House
that movie,
map.
The Haunting in Connecticut,
Oh yeah.
those guys were
Oh,
aggro for...
actually, the anything for Jackson ghosts are also very beat you to death with their bare
That's
hands.
true. But that one kind of walked a thin line of like, are these ghosts or are these ghosts that have turned into demons?
That's true. Ask Lucen
'Cause
what
they
he'd
were
do
like,
if he
'cause
was a
they were
ghost.
the
What did he
damned.
say?
It referred to them as the damned.
That's true, but are they actually damned, or is that like
Just flavor text.
just flavor text
Unclear.
coming from the freak Satanist guy?
True. Yeah, unreliable narrator.
He said he'd kill people that are mean to him. More power to him. He is absolutely correct.
Yeah, the Hell House crew is really just aggro off the bat without any lead up, I feel.
Uh-huh.
Because the main antagonist who does things is like, well,
Not there. First of all.
yeah.
Make everyone
main
believe I was a
antagonist
demon.
isn't there, doesn't do
Mm.
much until he is there in the third movie and is aggro
And then fucks
immediately.
off immediately.
Yes. But then
Zach Baggins, you want to come to my house so bad, please. I want to fuck with him so bad.
I'm trying to think. The secret third thing that we were talking about earlier doesn't do anything, actually. I was just thinking about that because I was gonna say he's aggro, but he's not.
No.
He doesn't do shit well except for in the fourth movie. But that could have been anybody. That wasn't necessarily...
Well, to be fair, in that movie,
The dude in the house.
they're on his turf at that point.
Well, but what I mean is that, like, as much as he's there haunting the narrative, I don't think we actually see him kill anybody on screen.
No.
He just happens to be there also at the same time.
I think
which would not hold up in court.
You've talked about it to some degree, where it's just like main villain organizing everything like it's a real haunted house.
Yes. Do I need a W-2 for the afterlife?
Yeah. That's very how it feels. It's like, I just need you to scare these people really bad.
My favorite analysis of the Hell House haunting situation is the same way that the main crew in the first movie are running a haunted house, so too is the main ghost guy orchestrating all of the scares in the series. Is it... I don't think that it's... I'm trying to decide on how much information to divulge.
No worries.
I mean, how worried are we really about spoiling a movie that came out in like 2011? 2015.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I guess it's fine. Do we just want to talk about it? I'll just put
Maybe if we just get so specific, it'll be
Hold on. I'm just gonna put in chat spoiler warning for the Hell House LLC movies, and I'll put the same spoiler warning at the beginning of the VOD on YouTube when I upload it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
For the main dude to have been the owner and manager of a hotel, I think it makes perfect sense that he has
evil?
employed his ghosts. Well, that is... I actually think that's unrelated.
Oh, okay, I see.
Weirdly enough, I actually do think that's unrelated. I do believe that he is employing the ghosts trapped in his haunted hotel.
Uh-huh.
To give them job opportunities.
What is the shirt?
Unfortunately, it's not something that you can opt into or opt out of. You are
Oh
just
my god, this shirt is a
automatic-
shirt of Pikachu smoking weed.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck yes.
Does it say Smoky Mon?
Yes.
That's adorable.
If we're being spoiler free about the Hell House movies,
It does worms.
I can't
Or
believe
leeches, sorry.
that Russell Wynn is Jesus Christ.
Or an angel of some kind, really unclear.
It's much funnier if you call him Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Because I feel like they do make direct verbal reference to
Him being an angel.
him being an angel of God.
Yes.
But then I feel as though a lot of the other discussion and like stuff that he can do and the role that he plays narratively is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say the reason I specifically started calling him Jesus Christ as a joke is because they mention him being sent back specifically to stop the evil haunted hotel.
Exactly, that's Jesus.
That's Jesus.
That.
You can't
They send the
fool
angels
me.
out for different stuff.
Yeah. They send the angels out to scare pregnant women. What are you gonna do? Tell me I'm wrong.
To encapsulate Hell House LLC,
Uh-huh.
It is essentially a story about the resurrection, briefly, of Jesus Christ to fight a hotel owner
Who is dead?
who is dead and not a demon because that's not how demons work? Question mark. But who
Unclear.
maybe made a deal with the devil? Question mark again.
To possibly, bigger question mark, bring back his dead daughter. His dead daughter
Maybe.
is mentioned in 2 movies, and nothing revolving it has ever been explained further.
We know nothing.
We know
other
nothing.
than
We know she
that
exists. I think her name's Abigail? Question mark? I don't even know if that's right. Abigail Tully?
That sounds right.
It was something with an A for sure. I just don't know if it was Abigail.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on with your breakdown.
And then Andrew Tully attempted to create a gateway to the Lake of Fire for reasons to go to hell instead of being trapped on Earth. Maybe?
Listen, Cosmic, grabbing you by the shoulders, I will watch Hell House with you, all of them, whenever you want. Text me, give me a time. I'll do it. I'll do this for you. If I didn't have Dungeons and Dragons after stream today, and I was also not still sick, I would do it today, even.
It's too bad we can't watch them on stream.
I know. I mean, I looks at Twitch. We could do it on my Discord server, maybe. Let's do it tomorrow. True. Yeah. I can do it either before or after my Silent Hill stream tomorrow, as long as I'm not dying tomorrow. But I should be fine, I'm hoping. I don't know why I've been sick. And it's not like reasonable sick. It's like had a fever one day, was fine the next day, except then I slept for like 12 hours that day. Then was fine again, and then like almost threw up yesterday. It's like it's inconsistent illness. So I need you to pick a problem. Hell House 2 is we go back to the haunted hotel for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it has been daylight savings.
Timeline of events is we're moving our haunted house to this definitely not haunted hotel in the countryside of New York.
In a town definitely not named after the demon that guards the gateway to the hell. Oh my god, your emotes are so cute. Hold on.
I know. There's only so much that you can do about a town with a name like Abaddon.
It's true.
Like, what are you gonna do about that?
I think we've talked about it briefly before about small tangent about OC names and like naming characters things that mean things. But straight up, one of the characters from my visual novel is straight up named Abaddon for no reason other than I like the Hell House movies. Has no significance to the story or anything else going on.
Just a nice little homage.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think there's anything more important to say about 2. Oh, there. Sorry, go on. Continue talking
Two,
about
okay.
1.
So we're moving our haunted house to a hotel in the countryside, but it's
Yes.
definitely not
Not
haunted.
haunted.
Spoiler alert. It
It's
is haunted.
super. Maybe
Things
the most
go
haunted place in
downhill
America.
so fast. So fast. The secret third thing that we were discussing is a clown suit, possibly
Yes.
with a ghost inside,
Possibly with
but
a
not at
guy
all
inside?
times.
Also?
Unclear what his
Unclear.
deal is. He is shown once in the
Mm-hmm.
fourth movie as a real human man
Yes.
who
Where's the suit?
wears the suit and I think is implied to have killed people, or
He isn't.
maybe went straight to hell in the suit. Unclear. There's just screaming off screen.
Yes. Well,
Anything could
he
happen.
did kill his sister and mom.
But was it in the clown suit?
I think he put the clown suit on after, but my recollection from 4. Also, Cosmic, if you use my little my skeleton hand to be the one giving you the pat. My recollection of how that scene goes down in 4 is that his mother and sister are already dead with him not in the suit, and then you can hear his dad, who, according to that movie, went missing, was never found, and so was this guy, and was assumed to have been the one who killed all of them because the guy in the clown suit supposedly had a broken arm that may or may not have been fixed by Satanist magic. Unclear. Again.
Unclear. That happens a lot.
Yeah. You hear his dad struggling off screen. He says something like, "We all serve him in different ways." He puts the clown mask on, and then we hear screaming from off screen. I'm assuming he killed his father.
Yes, and I actually, controversially, I actually think his dad is the only one who he killed because I do believe cultists killed his sister. We do see his sister get run down by cultists.
Oh, you're right. Well, are they cultists or are they what I've been affectionately calling, and I think you hate that I call them this, the ghouls?
The ghouls, I do like the ghouls.
The ghouls.
My bit with the ghouls is that, getting into Hell House pretty soon after I had gotten into Ghost.
Uh-huh.
And the stage
guys are the ghouls, yeah.
Are the ghouls. So then I was like thinking about the Ghost band ghouls as Andrew Tully's henchmen.
They could be the same guys. You don't know that. You don't know that they're not.
I think they should have funny little masks.
That's also a thing I was gonna mention. It's like I talked all that stuff about the Hell House ghosts throwing hands, but I'm unsure if the Hell House ghosts actually do throw hands, and that it's not been ghouls.
Well, but they're ghosts.
Are they?
They're not demons.
Okay, but ghouls can be a third thing.
I don't actually think that's true. I think that ghouls fall under.
They make those inhuman screech.
Ghost.
They make those inhuman screeching noises in the woods in 4.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You can do that. They're ghosts.
I guess.
They do like super kill people. Actually, the whole series. I actually think it's exclusively ghouls.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying, because the only thing I can think of like direct ghost on person violence is what happens to Paul in the first movie, and that's not necessarily violence, because we don't know what happens to him, but he doesn't die because he comes back.
I think he's possessed.
I do agree with that.
Or like ghost sickness.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna mention, in 4 they talk about, like, when they come back, they bleed from the eyes and ears and whatever, and that happens with Chase in the 4th movie when we finally see what happened to him. But that doesn't happen to Paul, which implies that either that detail hadn't been added to canon yet, or something different, unrelated, happened to Paul.
I thought that the bleeding from the eyes and the
ears
orifices, was like them just dying. A product of how dead in a way that demon curses don't normally do to you, I feel. Because comparatively, I feel like that's not a lot of blood for what's going on. My dog is barking.
It's just the fact that they mentioned when they come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only person other than Chase, I guess, who dies that way, that we have an exclamation, who we have any, like, went somewhere, question mark, and came back, is Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
Because that's the
Weirdly
thing, even
enough-
if it's just possession, like, they looked, I think, unless they just didn't look in the... but I'm pretty sure they do look in the basement before they find him there. But it's like, if they just didn't look, I guess he could have been possessed in the basement for, what, like 2 days? Or is it just a day that he's missing? I don't really remember.
I think it's like 2 days.
Yeah, so, like,
a crazy amount of time for him to be gone.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to go retrieve the beast.
I say, I hear your dog over there. What are your thoughts, Cosmic, on Hell House based on all the batshit stuff we've said? It's all real, too, is the weird part. Or the fucked up part, I think. No. You can hop on these rocks. Nothing can be worse than Ant Farm Dickhole. That's true. I should show Fig Ant Farm Dickhole. Unfortunately, it's been so long that I don't know if I could find that movie anywhere. It's such a weird, low-budget movie, and I don't want to buy it, and I don't even know if I could buy it, to be honest. I need to get back into watching really bad, obscure... Good. I'll set your bar lower one day, perhaps.
Wow.
Big, we gotta watch a movie called Ant Farm Dickhole. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can find it again.
Oh my god. Okay.
It used to be something I would make everybody watch.
What happened to Hello?
I don't say that. Oh, hey, look, it's a grave. Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, look, it's a grave.
Go in there. Go in the grave. I was gonna make a point before I went to see what the dog was barking at.
We were talking about the ghouls and Paul disappearing.
Ghouls. Yeah, so I think the eyes, the orifices bleeding, I think is a what happens when they get you.
Uh-huh.
And what they did to Paul was not getting him because he was still alive. Asterix.
I see. My computer just did a really weird thing where my whole screen behind WEBFISHING went white.
That was,
and then came back.
The Discord froze a little bit. Just the stream. I could still hear you.
Don't like whatever that was, computer. Please don't do that again. I'm glad you remember even watching that with me, Cosmic, because I don't until you brought it up. I mean, I've showed lots of people that movie because it's awful and I love torturing people because I'm evil. But I did not specifically remember showing you that. I'm glad I did, though. But we also have been friends for many years, so... Ant Farm Dickhole is much worse than Hell House in every way, actually, I think. I'd even argue that it's not trying to be good.
Hey, and you know what? There's a certain pride to that as well.
This is true. I tell everyone I ever talk to about that. Good. Need more people to watch that movie. They should give me a check for all of the work I've done. Hell House should also give me a check for all of the work I've done. I found the first Hell House on whim looking for free Amazon movies to watch.
That's kind of hilarious.
And then I watched all of them. And I've made Fig watch them. I have made 3 of me and Fig's friends watch them. We've made Fig's partner watch them. Yeah. That's at least 5.
Yeah. We're creating
my sister and both of her partners have watched them, so that's another 3 people. If we add Cosmic, it'll be 4. I remember when you watched them because you were live blogging them to me when you did. Yes, it was. I would watch really. I was gonna say really shitty, but that's not true. I would watch whatever free. Most of them were shitty. I would watch whatever free Amazon movies I could find, and I would live blog them. The thing I respect the most about Hell House 1 is that it has no jump scares.
That's true. There's like screaming sections where things lunge at people, but it's never framed like
a jump scare.
You see it coming. And I do feel like most of their scares are like something moving where it's not supposed to. And there's like a music sting. But it's not no screamers.
The worst scene in that movie, and not because it's filmed bad or because it's a jump scare or whatever, is the fucking hallway scene with the flashing strobe lights, because that shit
there
hurts
is an
to
epilepsy
watch.
Warning.
Yeah. And also,
epilepsy warning for the first one and maybe the third one?
I don't think there's flashing lights in the third one. I could be wrong.
The third one is the insomnia one.
Yeah, they have the heaven set up, but I don't think the lights flash.
Okay.
If that's what you were thinking of. I could be wrong, though.
I'm trying to think.
Well, the other big issue I have with the strobe lights part, other than being a epilepsy warning, which is a problem, is that it took me like 3 watches of the movie to understand. Like, I got the, like, he says, like, how many freaks do we have, referring to the dummies, right. And it's like, there's an extra one, but it took me like my 3rd watch of the movie to actually see what he saw.
Yeah, it took me a bit, which I honestly don't mind, because I kind of like rewatching movies several times and seeing new things, but it's really hard to look at.
It's true.
I do like that the actor in the scene, threw up for real.
Yeah.
Following that scene, that was not
a bit
scripted.
Yeah. Strobe lights are rough.
Yeah.
I'm not epileptic, but even they're rough.
Especially also, like with the camera and like him screaming and trying to get out. Like, yeah. I do feel as though for a sensory experience, the first movie is a bit rough for the whole first section because it's just people screaming, because they do the news section of the disaster that happens on opening night, where everyone gets trapped a lot of people get trapped in the basement, and then people are trying to leave and the doors are closing, and so it's like 10 minutes of just tourgoers screaming, and that is a little rough. I do remember that when you first showed it to me, I wasn't tapped into the stream for the first part.
So you just heard screaming?
I just heard constant screaming. I was like, what the fuck are you making me watch?
What kind of pasta did you get, Cosmic Cryptid? I'm eating chicken Alfredo after stream.
Ooh.
I will say, well, like, I get how that can be rough, both because just screaming and also, like, it is terrifying to think about being in that situation. I do think it's a very good hook for the movie.
It is good. It's just, as I've shown it to other people, and the more times that I've sat through the sequence, I'm like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot, but it's good.
It reminds me of the, I want to say Filipino, but I don't think it was Filipino. Was it Indonesian movie we were watching recently that we ended up tapping out of? I still want to go back and finish that, but it was just a little too much for us at the time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was Indonesian.
I do too.
That was a lot. I don't know that I can continue watching that movie.
That I will watch
especially
it on
because,
that's
like,
fine, but
it's just so plot relevant, but
yeah.
Oof.
I think we stopped on our outline of the series before we even got to the other 2.
Oh, right.
Where were we?
So, Haunted Hotel, things go downhill super quickly.
Yes.
A lot of people die, including the original team running the haunted house.
Yes, which is 3 men and a girl who is dating one of the guys.
And after that, the hotel's closed down. Police refuse to release a report on what actually happened. reporters go in after doing an interview with Sarah, the girl who survived, heavy air quotes, the night of the disaster.
I guess that's the major
who-
spoiler we probably should have avoided, but it's too late now.
Well, I won't say anything more about it.
That's fair.
Who go to the hotel, get trapped in the hotel, die.
Yes.
But leaving the third party member to process all of the footage together to put together the first movie.
Yes.
Because
again, these are documentaries
documentary in and of itself.
They
Mitchell.
all are, I think.
Love you, Mitchell.
Love you, Mitchell, who was played by one of the Cognettis in the first film because he's never on screen, and then is played by a separate guy in the second film.
Yes. Yeah, Mitchell is in the second movie where he's trying to
My
raise awareness
C2!
about the fact that
Let's fucking go.
trying to raise awareness about the fact that his coworkers fucking died.
Yes. Because people think it was a hoax.
Exactly. Crazy to me that they think it's a hoax. But and then he gets contacted with this other TV people.
Shit. Is that the unsolved mystery
There's,
show?
Weird little cloud thing happening to your left. Yeah, back there. Behind the trees. I saw little.
I think. Oh yeah, what is that? Oh, is that a meteor? Perhaps? Oh my god, it is. Yes, thank you.
Who are doing basically the same thing of we want to get into the hotel and see what really happened.
Yeah.
And then,
oh no, it despawned. That's fucked up.
And then terrible things happen. And then the third movie is
you cannot swim in this. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
A new group of people move in who are doing a
led by
theater
Jesus
production out of
Christ.
the hotel, led by Jesus Christ. And then terrible things happen, and then Jesus Christ fights the main bad guy, and the hotel burns to the ground.
It's true.
And everyone who died in the fire is then resurrected.
It's true. With no memory of what happened.
And then the original crew of Hell House LLC
and Jesus.
are trapped in purgatory forever. Well, I think
Jesus.
he can leave, though.
Oh, can he?
Yeah, because he's Jesus Christ.
He's at least there to explain to them what happened.
That's really good. This is such a look. You look like the guy who used to live next door to me.
I was. You don't know that, but anyway.
This is killing me.
Well, now that I have my weed eyes, I can really fish anywhere, but I guess I should see if there's anything else on the board I particularly want. Cosmic, I have been grinding for this for since I've been playing the game. I want to say literal months, but I think it's been a little under a month. But weeks, yes. For weeks I've been grinding for these eyes.
That's good. Yeah, I think Jesus Christ can leave, but the original Hell House crew trapped in purgatory forever.
Yes.
And then the fourth movie is unrelated to everything except for one guy.
Yeah.
And then they talk about the hotels a little bit, yeah, but it's mostly
everything gets started because they go to also the fourth movie has lesbians, which is
that's true.
Great.
That is the most important quality, is that they are lesbians.
They are lesbians. It's a pair of lesbians and one of the lesbians' brother.
Yeah.
We love lesbians.
Yeah.
But the thing with Hell House 4 is they're in an unrelated place, and sure, some haunting shit starts happening before they go to the thrift store, but then they go to the thrift store and they steal a bunch of shit from the hotel that burned down, and then they die. And I think it's their fault.
Yeah. No, it's transparently their fault. And the worst part, which you don't have any bait.
Oh, thank you.
Which we've talked about this multiple times, and I think each time we've watched the movie, is that the main girl's brother who's with them, Chase, is schizophrenic. And I think that it's immoral for ghosts to
haunt the schizophrenic guy.
Schizophrenic. Because when he's seeing things, and then Margot, his sister, is not.
When did you take your medication? And he's like, I took my medication. That's the problem. I've been taking my medication.
Yeah.
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 That's
There's no
hilarious,
winners in the fourth
Cosmic.
movie.
I also have a very funny lesbian classmate who taught me about lesbian green. I then texted my sister, who is a lesbian, and said, "You have been keeping extra colors from me?" Yeah, nobody really does win in the fourth movie.
No, it
Oh,
just
but
kind of sucks for everyone involved.
West Virginia mentioned.
That's true.
That's all really. Like,
It's the
apparently,
county fair.
yeah, all of this stuff that, like, with the hotel and this place, this is all in New York, by the way. All leads back to a county fair in West Virginia somehow. We still don't really know how. I'm hoping that the fifth movie will tell us that.
Yeah, the fifth movie is called Lineage, which makes me hopeful that we're gonna hear something about Abigail
Yes.
and like more about the Tullys
Patrick.
in general.
As well. I'm hoping that it'll be like a movie that's set mostly on the stuff that happened in the past, so that we'll find out about like Tully's wife and daughter, and then more about like Carmichael? Yeah, the Carmichaels.
Yeah, I think they're in the trailer.
Pog. You think I would get in trouble if I showed a trailer on stream?
Maybe.
No.
I mean, truthfully, for Hell House, almost certainly not, but for a trailer, maybe.
Well, it's 7:37. That's almost an hour of streaming minus the bit where we didn't have audio. I might end the stream with the Hell House origin lineage. Origin is the fourth one.
Yeah.
With the lineage trailer. Do we have anything else important to talk about Hell House?
I wish people would write more Hell House fanfiction. So far, it's just me and one other person, maybe. I guess I haven't checked the tag in a hot second. Actually, hold on. Let me see.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Looking. And you know, I'm committed.
You're very good at it.
Thank you.
We should talk about the polycule theory we have, which is that everyone in the first Hell House movie is fucking.
I think that they should get to kiss each other a little bit, considering how terrible everything is all the time.
And not to mention, in after 3, they're stuck in the hotel forever. What else are they gonna do?
It's true. I do. Oh my god.
Oh, is there new fic?
Some people have been writing things.
Yes. At the very least, there's something fruity going on between Tony and Paul.
People are agreeing with us on the Harvey and Jiff.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, yo, actually, the best thing about Hell House 3 is not that Jesus Christ is in it, it's that the... what is it? Is he wardrobe?
What?
Is he wardrobe, Harvey?
Yeah.
Is that the wardrobe guy from 3 that's part of, like, the theater troupe is very gay. I love him very much. Chubby gay. As a chubby gay guy, that is important to me. I feel seen.
He's so good.
He is.
I will say that what is surprising to me, but what is, like, ultimately the biggest reason why Hell House is one of my favorite movies is that there is a lot of very casual queerness in the series. Like in the second movie, there is a gay couple who, I will be honest, is promptly murdered, but it's unrelated actually. Unfortunately it's because they have a video camera and not because they're gay.
We have not talked about the hotel's obsession with media.
Right, because the trick to the Hell House...
To surviving Hell House is to not bring anything that can record anything.
Yes, because the house is constantly looking for people to spread the word via videos, photos, live streams. So as long as you don't have a camera and you don't take something out of the hotel, you live. It's true. Fine.
There's the one instance of that child being born pre-possessed in the second one.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe the child is psychic.
That might be it. There are real psychics in this universe. We have talked about that.
Exactly. He might have done unrelated, either that or a funnier option, which is that he's actually distantly related to Andrew Tully.
Damn. Well, that's what you get, I guess.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate for him.
Yeah. But like there's just a lot of very casual queerness in Hell House with Margot and Rebecca.
Rebecca is her name.
And then the two from the second movie, Harvey.
When they talk about Chase as well, her brother, they specifically talk about him, like they ask something about him going on a date, but it's very gender neutral. They don't assume that he's going on a date with a woman.
You're
as
seeing
well.
someone? I think that's what Margot...
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I will die on the hill, but I do think that the Tony and Paul is more than subtext. They explicitly say some things that are highly questionable.
Yeah.
What is it? Me and Tony were in the other room doing
some other things. Yeah. Literally that meme that's like, sorry I'm late, I was doing stuff, I'm stuck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Paul, our bisexual king.
It's true.
Who I think they should have let him have a bong on camera.
I agree. They even mention him buying weed from the guy that used to play Satan.
Exactly.
At one of their other years of doing the thing. Yeah, in Queens. Sorry, all of the time me fumbling was me trying to remember where in New York that was.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember any of the other bits from that. That bar sequence, I think, is one of my favorite of the whole series. It's just so good. Their banter is good. And I
was
like
the Puss Slayer. I'm not every year.
Oh, you Disney princesses, dude.
You
can really tell in the first movie that it's them bantering with each other and not script.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the relationships in the first movie feel really good. I think we've talked about it before because we watched some of the behind the scenes stuff at one point, but like they were all like a lot of the like reacting to the hotel was like actually them reacting to it for the first time, having not seen it, the actors. Also, we haven't mentioned that the hotel that the first, second, and third movies are filmed in is an actual haunted house, not like haunted as in ghosts, but like
the Waldorf Hotel is
Waldorf.
A real haunt.
Yeah, it's a real haunt that you can go to in Pennsylvania? Question mark.
That's a great question.
I feel like it is, but I'm not. Because I feel like I mentioned visiting it when I visit some people I know that live in Pennsylvania. But I could be lying.
The Waldorf Hotel in Pennsylvania, yes.
Yes.
In a place that I cannot even begin to pronounce the name.
So yes,
and apparently most of the interviews were filmed in New York.
Oh. That makes sense. I don't think there's anything else interesting. Other than 4, which is filmed somewhere else because it's at the Carmichael house. I think that building is also a real thing. I don't know what it is, though. It may, in fact, just be a rich house that they rented. But it is like a real building. It's not like a set. And same for the Hell House, the haunt.
It doesn't... There's nothing on the Wikipedia, but that doesn't mean jack shit.
I just... The reason I mention it and the reason I think that is because I'm pretty sure there's like a thank you in the credits.
Yes, I do remember something like that.
The worst part about 4, in my opinion, you might like it. It's very cheesy, it's very campy, I will say that, is that there's been like this piano tune that we've been having since the first movie. And it also comes up in the second, I think, with that child that I mentioned who was pre-possessed, because he goes in, like, on Christmas, he plays it on piano in a trance. And the reason we have this video, even, is because he later, as, like, an adult or a teen, I don't remember which one of the many people who just wandered into the hotel after the Hell House incident he was. He goes in there, he dies in there. I think his phone is left live streaming for, like, 48 hours until the battery dies, but it's just on, like, the The stairway
on
to
the
the basement
hallway.
with someone
Yeah, the
standing
stairwell.
there. Yeah. But that's brought up because when he dies, they looked through that footage and put it in there because it's the same song that Paul plays in Hell House 1 on the piano. Well, in 4, they give it some stupid-ass, dumbass lyrics.
No, I kind of like it though.
No, it's so cringe.
Not because it's good, not because it's good, but because it specifically reminds me of the incantation from Tangled.
Oh my god. Well, the thing about that song is that it's a pitch-shifted down, slowed down version of the Meow Mix theme.
Is it?
Yes.
That's hilarious, actually.
Is there anything
I like
else?
this little spot you've got going on.
Thank you. I'm definitely... Yeah, well...
Okay. That was definitely just on the
Yep.
sand.
Don't worry about my sandfish. Don't worry about my frogs.
You're okay, so it was in the sand. You're catching derbies over there.
Is there anything else important we should say about Hell House? We've talked about the technology. We've talked about how Russell is Jesus.
Oh, gotta talk about my girl. Oh no, what's her name?
Is it the girl from 3? The
No.
actress? Oh.
From the first one. They have a scare actress in the first movie who is chained up in the basement
Oh,
for the bit, who dies horribly.
Yes.
Because the person who was supposed to keep an eye on her and let her out if anything went wrong bailed immediately.
Oh,
and
yeah.
actually got out of the hotel entirely, only to kill himself like a week later.
Yes.
Which is...
And he refused to talk to police.
It's framed in a way where it's possibly ghost, but could also totally just be guilt.
Yeah.
I really wish I could remember what her name is. It's like Mary or something.
I cannot remember her name. I know the guy's name that leaves is Jeffrey, I believe.
I think it's Joey?
Joey? Oh, it is Joey, you're right. It's Joey Kepler.
Because she's fucking screaming it the entire time.
Yeah.
Is it like Megan, maybe?
You might be able to check on the IMDb. I cannot remember.
Hold on.
I think my favorite scare in the series probably comes from Melissa. That's right. Because there's the scene, not that I don't know why this is what came into my head as soon as hearing her name, but is the scene where Paul walks in on Alex and Sarah in the bedroom to tell them the actors are here, and he's like, the actors are here. He's like, the actors, and he's
Joey,
like, Joey, Melissa,
Sam.
Same autism
Melissa,
pointing.
Sam. I think that between the two of us, we could do quite a bit of the script.
You say that, but then, like, a couple years ago at a Halloween party, I made a horror movie trivia Kahoot, and you cannot tell me the amount of people that died in the...
I got it right eventually, but I definitely had to stare at it for a while, because I was, like, trying to do the math.
I should do that on stream. I should do a Kahoot of horror movie questions with a group of people.
We ought to do the letterboxd game.
Oh, we should. That'd be fun. Yeah, prepare ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite scare in the movies plural, is probably the one from 4 where she's on her computer. I won't spoil this.
Oh, it's so good. It's the most well done.
I agree. It might be the scariest thing I think I've seen in a movie. What year did that come out? Actually, before I say that really confidently. I was gonna say this year, but I don't think that movie came out in 2024. I think it came out in 2022 or 2023.
I think it was last year.
Okay. I don't think anything for Jackson came out in 2023, did it? Can you check for me, looking at you with big, wet eyes? Because that's the only thing that might have beaten in being scarier for me.
It's 2020.
Okay. Because Terrified is older as well, so I know that then. Terrified is the scariest movie I think I've ever seen. But no, I think that Hell House 2023 was probably the scariest movie I saw in 2023, the fourth one.
It was excellent. I do think that my favorite scare
Mm.
is, it's got to be the turn from the first movie. I don't want.
Oh,
I also
yeah.
won't say anything too much about it. It's just so good. It's like.
I was
It
also gonna
definitely, like, my
nominate the
stomach dropped when I
kiss
saw
turn
it.
from 3 in the basement with the
The
actress girl.
oh yeah,
That one's really
it's
good
just
too.
any of the ones that have to do with the clowns or like the mannequins from the third movie get me so, because I hate, I have that, I don't remember, it's like autonomophobia or something,
The
it like
thing
of dolls
Markiplier
and
has.
such. Yeah, hate it. It's so it's so visceral for me. Yeah, any of the stuff to do with the clowns got me.
My, like, oh, this applies to me moment in Hill House was not the evil basement like it was for you, but was in fact the mannequins in the heaven sequence in the third one with Insomnia, and that's because I was... Sorry, I just caught a fucking alligator. I didn't know I could do
you
that.
could do that. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go fish in that spot next time I'm in this game.
Hell yeah. Was the heaven scenes and the Insomnia stuff, because I was raised very Christian, and I went to many they have a name, I don't know what they're actually called, because they're not haunted houses because that's ungodly.
They're scare houses to scare you about hell.
Yes.
Trixie Mattel has a bit about it.
Yes, exactly. And so I've been to a few of those, and they are all set up exactly like that for the heaven sections, actually. Honest to God.
They're freaky.
So that was my moment in Hell House. I was like, oh, this is for me directly. I actually really want to own the Hell House movies on DVD. The main reason I haven't is because I know that some versions of the first DVD were like fucked up and didn't have volume, and they've fixed it by now, but I'm still worried that I'm gonna buy a DVD and get a fucked up one and just be like, well, fuck me, I guess. Well, I've got no bait. Okay.
I would definitely want to do it so that I could get the director's edition.
Mm-hmm.
Because the director's cut is good. I don't think we talked about
Oh,
this
no,
yet.
we haven't.
They have some scares cut out. They have one scare.
I was gonna say there's one thing I remember for sure that is different. What else is there? I know the scene with Paul and Tony for more gay.
They make Diane significantly more of someone you're not rooting for.
I see.
Like, her dialogue makes it very clear that she's doing it for
money.
Like yeah. And is looking to profit off of it.
Mm-hmm.
There are some sequences where they put in fake thunder and like storm.
Where did they put in the fake thunder?
It's like in the it's in the scare sequence,
and
then
see.
One other time, because I remember hearing it and going, "Oh, that's not only is that so fake that it caught my attention, that wasn't there originally."
One of my issues with this is not a Hell House specific problem. Let me make that very clear. Because lots of found footage movies do this, lots of mockumentary movies do this, and it pisses me off. Sometimes having stuff that's unrealistic in your horror movie, like, or couldn't happen in real life, is good and is scary. Other times, it will throw people out of your movie. For me, this thing is cameras glitching in a way that cameras don't glitch. I guess I can be really, like, lenient and say that it didn't actually glitch and was like changed in post because it's a mockumentary to be scarier. But I don't think that's the intention, to be completely honest. No. I don't think bashing someone's head in with a camera would make the camera footage change from them getting bashed in the head to something filmed like before you ever came to this part of New York. I just don't think that's how that works.
Well, I guess we just have to test it and find out.
You want to come bash my brains in?
Yeah.
Woo-woo. Alright, I'm down. Let me drop my address in the chat.
It's okay, I already have it. You've doxed yourself to me before.
It's true. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about Hell House, because I have so much to say about Hell House all of the time. Oh, the other thing that's cut out of the director's cut is we see Alex's little book.
That's true. I totally forgot about that.
In the
Which,
regular version
weirdly, they show it in one of the later movies.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it just goes to show you what most people say about film, which is director's cuts are always going to be the director's favorite version of the movie, to be honest.
Oh, is that true?
Most people say that. I don't know how true it actually is. I mean, there was the whole, like, Zack Snyder cut shit. That also pisses me off.
I don't know that I know anything about that.
A guy who made, the Justice League bitched about how the movie was only bad because they made him cut so much stuff out, and then he released, like, a super long cut. That was his director's cut. And while a lot of people did think it was better, it was not, worth the several years that he fought and bitched about it.
Damn.
Also, they had to do reshoots for it, and it's like, I don't think it's a director's cut if you're doing reshoots, like, years later, my guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel weird. I feel like I'm a very film bro, but then I hate any movie that actual film bros. I think that's the gay, though. I think that's the transgender.
Yeah. It's true.
But other than Alex's freaky little book, I guess I should explain that. We see him writing in a book a lot throughout the first movie on the non-director's cut, and then in another movie, and then later in the director's cut of the movie, we see in his book, and it's just like a lot of like dark scribbles and drawings, right? Like, I don't think it's...
It's like words, and I don't remember what. I think it's Abaddon, and like, just like your I'm super demonically possessed
right now moment.
Scribblings. There's like a pentagram with a goat's head. I do think that there's a drawing of like Melissa.
Is
or
there?
What's like supposed to be, it's like implied that it's supposed to be Melissa.
I would think more that it would be Sarah, but okay.
Well, I think it's Melissa in the basement.
Oh.
Yeah.
There is some weird, like, precognizant, like, fate stuff going on in this movie, because, again, there's that kid we talked about who plays the piano.
Alex refusing to leave.
That, if that is a drawing of Melissa in there, I am willing to believe you. I just can't confirm for myself that that's what that is. I don't remember
and it's been a while. We don't usually watch the director's cut.
Because it's harder to find.
So, we'll have to do that again.
Yeah. There's more as well, though. I can't remember what else.
Margot being abducted. The
ghost coming to Chase, remember, and saying, go with Margot.
Oh, yeah, you go with Margot, yeah.
Which also...
I hope we get that explained.
I do, too. That's another thing that we should touch on, which is that the ghost
And she was explicitly one of the ghosts from the hotel.
Yeah, it was a little girl. I'm assuming it was the little girl and her mom that has been mentioned multiple times.
Yeah.
Because the little girl was saying she couldn't find her mom. Which is that the Hell House ghosts seem to be able to leave the house to some degree. There's like a hitchhiker that
paid time off.
Yeah. We talked about the gay couple that was killed. The reason they went to the Abaddon after everything happened was because they had a hitchhiker who said she wanted to go there. They get killed.
Trying to make sure that she's fine, which is
yes, nice, terrible. But like. There's Tully talking to Alex before they go there. Mm-hmm. That's in the hotel, but like... And then there's Tully in the second movie on TV pretending to be somebody from the city.
Yeah. So it's like they can leave, but like maybe only sometimes...
Or to do what they're supposed to do.
Like, unclear.
Stephen Cognetti, so please, I just have questions.
It's 8.
Oh shit, it is 8. Okay.
I will want to pop the trailer on?
Yes, give me literally 1 second to do that. I'll pop the trailer on, we'll end stream.
That gives me time to switch my laundry over.
Yeah, I still have to eat dinner.
Perfect.
What's it called? Lineage? Thank you. I know you didn't say anything. The YouTube
The
algorithm
YouTube
helped me. Yeah, you shot it directly into my brain, actually.
Corpse to corpse telepathy.
I'm gonna go to BRB for once. I'm gonna keep this unmuted, but I'm gonna go to BRB for 1 second while I get this set up.
Shift the screens.
Yeah, it's shifted. It should be anyway. Can I just pop it on my BRB thing? That might be easier. It doesn't want to fit on my screen properly. It's whatever. Thought I closed out of OBS for a second and I was about to scream and piss and cry. Get out of here, Tulip soundtrack. You're not supposed to be here right now. I'm also just gonna disappear chat while we watch the trailer. Okay. How is that? Can everyone see it?
Yes.
I'll turn it down a little bit because I don't know how loud it's gonna be. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I forgot the Robert Frost quote out the bat. I will try to keep this part in the YouTube VOD, but if it gets a copyright, I'll just edit it out, to be honest. I'll probably just link the trailer as well if that happens in the description. This is the Carmichael house, by the way. This is not the hotel. Oh, it's the cringe song! Point. Everyone point.
All things die and never come back.
There he is!
I love you, Hell House LLC.
And that's the trailer. There's not a lot to it. The editing in that trailer is very weird to me, just because none of the movies are, like, edited like that.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone who came out to the stream. Thank you Fig. Thank you Cosmic Cryptid in chat.
Thank you for having me.
Tomorrow I will play some Silent Hill. Gooby.